Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to part 2 of What If Deku Was Garo. I'm just gonna say, what if he was Garo? I'll just put down the title from the last video pretty much and just say part 2 to it. And I'll change it if I need to, but there was more views on the last video than all of what I thought there would be, so I'm gonna make a part 2. Before making an episode to a new series, which I saw before, but I don't remember who made it, so if I ever look back and find it, I will tell you who made it, so you can check out their channel and listen to what they made, and I'll just pretty much say the same thing, but I'll pretty much just make a new spice to it, so, mainly because I do villain what ifs on this channel, so, all of the channels are hero what ifs, so if you're looking for villain what ifs, welcome to the channel. Anyways, let's get into this what if, because I've been rambling on for too long. The next day goes after the USJ attack. The press doesn't hear about it, but UA has a few weeks off to get ready for the sports festival. So, as they were, getting ready for the sports festival, they had another team set out. Hang on. They had a team set out to look for Deku, or Garo, I guess you could say. But they had a team set out to go look for him. As this would happen, All Might was on that team, so he wouldn't be at the sports festival giving out the trophies or the medals. So, we cut back to Deku, as he's just sitting in the chair. Bakugo would sit in, but he's sitting in it this time. As they would convince Deku to join him, which he already was doing his own anti-hero work of his own, so he would join, and he would just continue doing his hero work, or his, quote, hero work, because he figured out his own way of heroes. And, as Deku would be fighting a hero one day in an alley, he came across a girl with blonde hair and a brown school uniform. As he would walk up to her, she tried stabbing him or cutting him just even a little bit. As he would dodge out of the way, grabbing the blade and breaking it with his hands, as he would pick up the girl by the shirt, holding her up, her feet being lifted off the ground, as he would say, "Why did you try to stab me? What was that for?" As she would give him a crazed look, as she would say, "I want your blood. You seem really interesting." Sorry. As Deku would see the look in her eyes and he would feel her bloodlust, he would set her down on the floor, or on the ground. And he would ask her, "Why? Why do you want my blood? Besides being interesting, why do you want it?" She would just fumble her words around, just trying to get an excuse out, but then he would just say, "You know what? I don't care. Follow me. I have a better place you can stay, and you might actually take an interest to it." Fucking hell, I can't even do a recording without yawning. Anyways, as Deku would bring Toga back to the League of Villains, yes, he found her before the informant, so she is in earlier than the Stain arc. So, a few more weeks pass after the sports festival. They give most of the team for the rescue team or the scouting team gives up on Deku, saying that he's either dead or he's joined the villains, which All Might didn't give up. He still wanted Deku on his team. But at this time, yes, I did say I gave Deku the monster boost that Garo had, making him stronger, but I'm going to probably ditch that idea unless you guys want that. I can give him that, but it's not going to be as powerful because I still want Deku to have. This isn't going to be an oh my god, he's so fucking broken Deku. It's going to be, you know, a Deku where it's not overpowered, but he's strong enough to kill All Might if he wants to. Like, he's trained his body up to that point to where he can do it, but it's not going to be the point where he can just do a one-punch man and punch him so hard that he blows up. Anyways, so if you guys want that, comment down below. If you want it, if you do want it, I'll keep it in, and I can put him at a stage 1 or stage 2. But if you don't want it, I'll leave it out, and he'll just have a normal fighting style, like he did in the first part, without the monster part, because he doesn't have it yet. If you want it, as Deku would be walking around the bar, Shigaraki would walk up to Deku, grabbing him by the shirt with 4 fingers, saying, why'd you bring this girl here?" As Toga would cut into Shigaraki's hand with a knife, saying, "Don't touch him, he's mine." As Deku would give off a laugh, as he would just punch Shigaraki, or he would chop Shigaraki in the neck, knocking him out, throwing him to a couch, not even really caring if he landed there or not, which he didn't. He landed on a table and broke the table. As Deku would walk up to the TV saying, "Hey, TV dude," or whatever the hell your name is, "we're a new person here that wants to join." And of course, if you don't know who the TV guy is, it's All For One, because, you know, obviously. As All For One would say, "Oh, great, a new addition to the team, and she seems like a powerful one indeed." Good job bringing her here. I knew you could actually do something good here. As Deku would get a little offended, saying, "If you make a remark like that again, I might as well unbolt the TV from this wall." As All Might would, as All For One would say, or All For One would laugh, saying, "I like your sprung, kid. Good thing we chose you." As Deku would just shrug it off, saying, yeah, whatever. "Welcome to the team, girl." As she would say, "Toga." Himiko Toga. As Deku would say, "Toga. Alright, good to know. Now, you can go ahead and watch TV over there if you want Topo Stick." As she would say, "Toga," in like a pouting mood. As she would just go sit there with Shigaraki laying on the table unconscious. And she would just put her feet up on his head and just watch TV. As Kirigiri would ask Deku why he's so hostile to everyone, Deku would just look at Kirigiri, shrug his shoulders, and say, "I'm gonna go out and hunt some heroes." As Deku would go around day after day, and this was a span of months, by the way. So Deku's been considerably missing for about 2 months now. So this is the Stain arc. Yeah, Stain arc. So this time Deku got to meet the hero killer, Stain, as Deku goes by a nickname of the Hero Hunter. They don't know his name, but they call him the Hero Hunter, not Garo the Hero Hunter, because they don't know his name. So they just call him the Hero Hunter. As Deku would walk up to Stain the Hero Killer and say, "It's a pleasure to meet ya, buddy in crime." As Stain would look at Deku and ask, "Who are you?" Deku would say, "I go by the name of the Hero Hunter." As Stain would be a little surprised to see that a high schooler is a guy going around beating up more heroes and killing them than Stain is. So, I swear, I yawn more when I record than I do when I try to sleep. As Deku would walk up to Stain, shaking his hand, as Stain would try to cut his hand, Deku grabbing the blade, breaking it right in front of the hero killer, punching the hero killer in the face, sending him towards a wall, asking him what he was gonna do. As Stain got up, he said, "I like this kid already. He is really the hero hunter," as Deku would just dash at the hero killer standing right in front of him in a mere blink of the eye, saying, "I don't know what you think you were gonna do, but it's not gonna work on me. I've been fighting heroes for about 3 or 4 years now. I've been doing this long enough to know what I'm doing, and if you want to do that again, I'll make sure to break your arms." As Stain would just put his blades away, knowing that Deku is serious. So he would ask why he's here. Deku would say, "Don't know. Maybe Handjob over there has a job for you." Shigaraki getting really offended, rushing at Deku, as Deku would break one of his fingers on Shigaraki's hand, saying, you know what's gonna happen next time. I won't do it again if you don't rush at me." As Shigaraki would just brush this off, walking up to the hero killer, saying, "I want you to join my League of Villains." As, of course, like canon, shit, it's dark in here. As like in canon, Stain would say no, and Shigaraki would look at Deku, telling him to convince him to join. Deku saying, "I'm not going to take his rights away. I'm human still, after all." Stupid lotionless guy. As he would just walk over to the TV where Toga was sitting and just sit down on the couch watching it. As Shigaraki would get all mad at Deku because they just lost the chance to have a really good fighter on their side, even though Deku is obviously stronger. But Shigaraki doesn't care. He wants someone else that isn't an ignorant little shit. Or a little brat. Sorry. Still want to make money off this video. Anyways, so the Hosu City attack happens, but Deku and Toga are just sitting there playing cards. You know, the whole thing does go as canon, but this time Ida dies because no one was there to save him. So, yeah. No hospital incident, no Todoroki, Deku, and Ida getting in trouble for using their quirks. He just dies. So, Deku being, Deku, decides to go out on a hero hunt one day, as he came across 2 low-level heroes just walking side by side in an alleyway. As Deku would get his usual routine, acting hurt, begging for help, as the 2 heroes would rush over, and these 2 heroes are, wanting doing this for fame, so they pick him up, and they whisper to themselves, "Let's get this guy to the hospital, then we can just claim all the glory, get some more money out of this, and get, higher on the hero ranking chart." As Deku would hear this, he'd grit his teeth, standing up, as the heroes would be confused, as they were just dragging this guy looking like he was barely alive, as Deku would get an evil look in his eyes, saying, you type of heroes disgust me the most." As he would attack them, killing them both, leaving them in the alleyway for an unsuspecting citizen or hero to walk by and see that. But what's different on this attack is that Toga was with him, so she collected the blood of the heroes, gave Deku a hug, and then skipped along as they just walked back to the base. few more days pass, and let's see. Yeah. A few more days pass, and it's the final exams. We're going to cut over to Bakugo's point of view. So, Bakugo, knowing that Ida died and Deku's missing, he would be a little bit sad that Deku's gone, but not really, because he's still an arrogant asshole, as all Bakugos are. But as Deku would, just hear that they're having their finals, he decides to just ask a question of, what if we can attack then? As Shigaraki would look at Deku with an angry and annoyed expression, saying, "Do you want us all to be captured?" As Deku would laugh and say, "No, I just want you out of here." As Shigaraki would get annoyed and just scoff and just turn back to Kirigiri at the bar. Toga would laugh, saying that's funny, as the informant will walk through the door of the bar with a few guys behind him. One being Dobby, Splinter, and Magma. Or Magna. I don't know how you say his name. Her. It. Transgender thing. Anyways. And Mr. Compress and Twice. They're all behind the informant. As the informant gives a spiel, Shigaraki turning him away, but Deku walks up to the informant, shaking his hand, saying, "We'll take him." As the informant laughs and says, "Are you the new boss now?" Deku laughing and saying, "No, I just hate that guy back there with the hand all over his face." "We'll take him. I just really want to annoy this guy, and also, a couple of these guys seem really interesting to me." As Dobby would grin, just saying, "I like this kid," and just walking over to where Toga was sitting at the TV and watch TV with Toga. Twice would walk up to Deku, shaking his hand, saying, "It's nice to meet you. Wow, you're such an arrogant asshole." As Deku would laugh, saying, "I like you. I like your personalities. I think we'll definitely get along." As Twice would laugh, saying, "Hell yeah, we will. Too bad you can't be my brother." As Twice would walk over, jump on the couch, and just fall over and watch TV laying on the broken table that still hasn't been repaired. That poor table. Mr. Compress, Splinter, and Magna just walking in and taking a seat at the bar and on the couches. As Shigaraki would walk up to Deku and the informant, yelling at Deku, saying, "You shouldn't have brought him in here, they may be useless." As Deku grabbing Shigaraki by the face, throwing him against the wall underneath the TV, saying, "You don't tell me what to do. The only reason why I joined is because I've been doing this hero work longer than you, and I just kind of want to see what happens." Everyone's stopping and listening to this. They just ignore it as they go back to watching TV, as they don't really care for Shigaraki. They don't like him. No one does. So Shigaraki, getting angry, goes out for a walk. And this is where Shigaraki would meet Bakugo this time at the mall, taking him hostage and holding him, giving his little speech, and the same thing happens. So now it's time for the training camp attack. And I may leave it off at this part. If you guys want a ship, comment it down below. If there's no responses in the next part, then I will just make the ship with either Toga, Uraraka, Momo, or just someone. I don't even fucking know. If I have to, I'll bring someone from UA into a villain and put him into the League of Villains. But when the next episode, or the next series I may be making will be interesting, I'll say the least. For you guys, it may come out in like an hour or so, but for me, or for you guys it'll be a couple seconds, but for me, a couple hours, maybe. I don't know. I'm too fucking tired to do this shit. But wanted to get this part out real quick. I know you guys like this series more than my Villain Deku series. Not complaining. That series was gonna be gory, but I wanted to get rid of that series fast because I went a little too fast in it, and I'm going a little too fast in this series as well. So there may be a next part. I haven't watched the movie of Island yet, and I know all what happens in Season 4, and I haven't caught up on the manga yet, so there may be just a part 3, aka the final, and then I may start the new series of a new season or something I may want to do. But other than that, I'm going to leave it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, tell me if you want Deku to have Garo's monster abilities, Stage 1 or Stage 2, who you want the ship to be, and tell me what kind of series you guys want to see, and I will do it. Also, I'm in the process of making a Discord and putting some socials so you can contact me and my information about me. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next part. Bye.